Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all doing well. Please be careful, stay safe with everything that's going on, you guys. I send you much love and light. Thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Lynn and this is Passionate Heart Tarot. If this is your first time to my channel or if you are returning, thank you for being here. Welcome and welcome back. So this video is just going to be quick messages. We're going to take a look and see how do they currently feel about you. This video is for all signs. I will timestamp it below so you guys can jump straight to your sign if that's what you want to do. So thank you for everything. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up, you guys. Comment and share. And before I get into it, just want to take a moment to invite the white light, the Holy Spirit into your reading. All right, you guys, so again, quick messages. What are the current feelings for you? And we'll start out with Cancer, since it's Cancer season. Happy birthday, you guys. I hope that you guys are having a really nice birthday season. So let's take a look and see, how do they feel about you? I will tell you that Leo's energy is coming through. So you guys might have a Leo on your mind, Leo in your chart. They're watching you all the time, spying on you, because it's because they're so interested in you. It's not like a creepy thing. It's because of the way that they look at you. They look at you as someone who just has everything that a person could offer. They look at you as confident, sexy, even a little bit arrogant. And I don't say that to put you guys down, but like there is something about your energy that intimidates them. So they might turn that into thinking that they're not good enough, because that's what I can see in their energy. I know that they may feel like they've made a fool out of themselves from time to time when it comes to you, because they're just so nervous around you all the time. So I know where they feel like they might have done something stupid or said something that they regret, because they keep looking back at it. I mean, there's just so much energy here of looking back at it and worrying about what you think about them. And it is because they look at you as kind of, will you really like them? They really have you up on a pedestal. And it's because of the way that you're shining, the way that you come across. It's everything. They feel like you're the whole package in the way that you dress, the way that you carry yourself. They feel like even the conversations that they have with you, you have to know, Cancer, that you're putting out a lot of energy that's intimidating because of the way that you are so confident. So don't regret it and don't change anything that you're doing. But I can see where this person is going to have to build their confidence in order to feel like they have a chance with you, like they could be a match for you. Because what is here is someone who's highly, highly interested, who is looking, wanting to make an approach, but then not knowing how they're going to be received. And they're being very hard on themselves when it comes to you. But they just feel like you shine, you bring so much love and happiness into the world. And they for some of you, they kind of wish that they could be like you. So I know that that might not translate for some of you to romantic energy, but that is important for you to know, that they wish they could be like you. They kind of look up to you, and when they feel like they fall short, that's when they might pull away. So that's important for you to know, where I can see that this person that is around you does need to work on building up their confidence. And it's not really something that you have to change, because the way that they feel about you is they don't know if they're good enough. But really, that is this person's own worry. Truly, they're all alone on this card, and only they can decide if they're going to leave negative thoughts in the past and move forward. But you do make them very, very happy. They're just being really hard on themselves about how they came across, because they feel like they made a bad impression on you. All right, Cancer. So that is what I can see. You are shining. You're shining so bright that it makes someone, I mean, they have a blindfold on, like you're shining too bright. They wish they could be like you. They wish they could be with you. It's not malicious at all, but they are intimidated by you. So that's important for you guys to know. All right, Cancer. So let's move on to Gemini and see, Gemini, what are their current feelings for you? They're wondering, are you going to make a decision and move forward with them? Because they feel like the time is right. The time is now. There's no better time like the present. They have a lot of thoughts about what the two of you could make together. They picture a future with you. You make them incredibly happy. You make them feel incredibly lucky. But their overall energy when it comes to you is they feel like you are not moving forward. You're not making a decision. I have to let you know, and this really exposes their vulnerabilities, but they'll wait for you. They are waiting for you. They'll continue to wait for you. Now, I don't tell you that so you can like take all the time in the world, but I know that there's probably a reason why you are not making a decision right now, like choosing a path. But I will tell you that they're going to continue to wait for you, because this person is absolutely serious about you. I mean, thinking of what it would be like to create a life together. So I know they have a lot of thoughts about marriage and where this could go, because they just feel like the time is right and you make them so happy. They're deeply in love with you. They just want you to let go of the anxiety that they feel you have. They feel like you're overthinking things. And if you could just stop thinking so much about everything that could go wrong, you would see what's right in front of you. So I know that there's so much energy here of wanting you to move forward with them, wanting you to come out of this place of not making a decision and being anxious and being nervous about taking that step. Because I know that for some of you, it's like a step in a major direction with maybe something that you have a fear of, you feel very anxious about, but they want you to step forward, accept their offer, and truly begin something very special. They feel so invested in you. They feel like they've already put down roots with you, and now it's time to see things come to fruition. It's time to see the seeds that have been planted in this connection, see them blossom. So they're hopeful. They're very much in love with you. They're very grateful for you, and they just want you to kind of let your guard down, relax, and be able to see that, and they want you to choose them. All right, Gemini. So very interesting, because there's a lot of messages coming through for you guys. I wonder if some of you have been proposed to, or they want to take things to the next level, however that looks to you, and there's a lot of hesitancy. and you're questioning their sincerity, or you're questioning something when it comes to them, they are committed to you 100%. So that's really important for you to know, Gemini. All right. So let's move on to Scorpio. Let's take a look, Scorpio, and see how do they currently feel about you. Let's see. Scorpio, I can see that someone, they're kind of upset with you. They're kind of angry. Like the energy that they're bringing is like they want to argue with you. They do. I wonder if you guys, like if things are an argumentative place with you and your person, they kind of drive themselves crazy because I see where they want to argue with you because they feel like they're right. Yet at the same time, they can't let you go. They can't stay away from you. They can't walk away from you. So this person just kind of drives themselves crazy and being so mad and being so upset. There's a lot of jealousy that they feel. They feel like they're not number one. They feel like you're putting things ahead of them. For some of you, it might not even be romantic. For others of you, it is, because I can see this energy where this person feels like there's just like this romantic competition. But for others of you, it's like feeling like even friends or family are more important than them. And I can see where they want to argue with you about it because they feel that they're right. They feel they're hurt though. They really are. Your person feels like you broke their heart. They feel very sad. So I can see from that sadness, this person's energy is like they're not going to show vulnerability. The more that they argue with you, the more that it reveals how hurt they are, because I don't see them being in the energy of like crying and things like that. They're angry because they're so hurt. Really, what they want is for you to see who they are and what they have to offer, because they feel like you don't. They feel like you're putting things ahead of them. And they feel really disappointed because now they really don't know which direction things are going to go in. They do feel confused. They had this beautiful picture in their mind of where things were going and what was coming into their life when you came into their life. And now they just feel like they don't know where they stand. So if you care for this person, Scorpio, I'm sure that you wouldn't want them to feel this sad, because I don't take that Three of Swords lightly. It's being in a very dark and sad place and then not really knowing where's the end of it. It's still very fresh, very raw, whatever this is that they're holding on to. So that they have a lot of anger now. Yet at the same time, this person tortures themselves because they can't stay away from you. The more that they try to pick fights and the more that you resist and like don't argue back with them, don't answer their messages and things like that, it's like fuel for the fire. It's almost like they want to argue with you so they can see if you have any passion about them, if they can see if you care about them. So I know that there's a lot of different circumstances, so I'm not going to judge what's happened between you and this person for them to feel this way, but this is how they are feeling. And really, the more that they argue and the more that they push you away, they're hoping that you're going to do they're hoping that it's not going to push you away. They're hoping that you're going to show them that you care and pull them closer to you. So their arguments and this like very volatile energy, I hope that they're not being disrespectful towards you, because I can see where they're just going to say whatever comes to mind, because in the heat of the moment, they're not thinking about the consequences. But I also know that Their energy is like wanting you to fight for it just as much, wanting to see how you feel about them. So the more that they argue, it's the more hurt that they are, obviously, but how they want to see your passion for them. They want to get a rise out of you to see, like, well, how do you really feel? Where do I stand with you? Do you see me for who I am and what I have to offer? So that is how they feel about you. So if you do care for them, Scorpio, it's kind of like they're crying out for your attention because they feel neglected when it comes to you. All right, so that's important for you to know in your person's energy. All right, so let's move on to Capricorn. Let's take a look, Capricorn. Let's take a look and see what are their current feelings for you. There's a lot of regret that your person has around them. They've been thinking, they've been reflecting, and I see where they feel a lot of guilt. They're in a place where they might even be having nightmares about losing you, about the connection. So I certainly know that they're not sleeping well. They have a lot on their mind. There's a lot of regret here. And what they're like longing for and wishing for is like some kind of energy to come through to change, like to change the energy between the two of you, to change the air, to like lift the negativity. They know that they can't take back what they said or what they did, but what they hope is to be able to show you. I can see where they might even be planning like some kind of gesture when it comes to you, like a small romantic gesture. They might even get you a gift or something like that to try to show you what you mean to them. It'll be small, it'll be sincere, and something from the heart. It's like what's on their mind, it's what they're thinking, and it's in the hopes of getting things back on track. They want to be able to take from you all the hurt that they caused. Where you're in a place now, for some of you, where you keep thinking about things, especially like if you guys had an argument or things from the past, they feel very bad about it. So there's a lot of reflecting that your person has done. They're beating themselves up and they're wondering, how am I going to show how I feel? How am I going to prove myself? What can I do so they know that they're loved? They might need clearer direction from you because they really can't figure it out. And I'm not taking their side when I say this. I see the confusion that they have because I see their emotions and they feel like, well, what they've done is not enough. It's not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. I'm not meeting their expectations. So what can I do to change that? I see where they're in this mindset of all the work that they need to do to make things right. And I can see where they are willing to do it. So what's important for you to know is that your person is really open right now to taking direction because they do feel lost. They feel confused. They feel sad. They want to make it right, but they don't really know how to. And I know that you might be the one who's hurt. And you're thinking, what do you mean? Like they need to know, they should know this, they should know that. Maybe they should, but what I'm telling you that I can see in their energy is that they feel like they're trying all these things and nothing's working. So if you want to make things right with your person, You might have to have a conversation really about what your expectations are from them, rather than just getting frustrated when you don't speak up and then get mad at them for not being able to figure it out. A conversation would really like clear the air, because I know how open they are and how much they want to make things right. When it comes to the connection, they just feel like they don't know what to do, and like everything that they're trying is like a dead end right now. All right, so I know that's not the easiest thing to hear, because someone watching this may think that their person should know exactly what to do, but a conversation is going to help. It's going to help things along, because I can see all the mistakes that they feel they've made. And even when they feel like they wish they knew how to put it into words, they wish they knew how to express themselves more in the way that you needed. I know that they want to. That's what's underlying the energy. All right, Capricorn. So I know that's something for you guys to think about. So let's move on to Leo. Leo, let's take a look and see. How are they currently feeling about you? Leo, someone is wondering, like, do you love me or not? Are we gonna move forward or not? There's a lot of energy here of past life connection. There's a very deep bond that I'm sure you can feel. So I can see where they feel like they're trying, they feel like I'm showing you that I'm interested. They feel like they've made an offer to you romantically, like kind of put themselves out there, and they feel like it's not been returned to them. I see where this person loves you and now they feel kind of rejected. They have a lot of questions in their mind about how you feel about them. If you know you've been in this weird stage with someone, Leo, of like testing things out, like I'll wait till they write back, going back and forth. Well, I'm not going to write first today. I'm not going to call them first today because I did that yesterday. You guys are in this weird energy of trying to figure things out. What I can see is that the circumstances between the two of you now make them feel like they don't know if you love them. They don't know if you are really, really interested in them. They are really interested in you. They love you. They're a bit intimidated by you because of the way that you are just having everything going right for you. There's a lot of alpha energy around you guys, and that doesn't matter what gender you are. It's about the way that you have things secured. You have everything in place, and your life is in a very solid place. So I know that when they look at you, they may question, like, do you have enough time for them? Are other things going to come before them? It's important for you to know just how much respect that this person has for you. They look at you as someone who would offer something so solid to them. If you were their partner, they would be so proud. Because there's just this energy around you now that they feel is of like luxury, is of abundance. So they look at you and feel like you have everything that they could possibly want in a person. And they wonder if you want them. They wonder, how do you look at them? I know that there's this energy of wanting to apologize, of wanting to let go of things from the past that keep coming up, because I see the way that it just keeps digging in. It keeps coming to someone's mind. Could be about conversations that you've had, stupid things that were said before in the past, because there's just so much energy of the past coming back around and being brought up. But at the same time, They're holding on to the fondest memories that they have with you. They wonder if you are, though. They wonder if you'll forgive them, or if you are still holding on to things, and because they feel like you are, Leo. So it is important for you to think about, is there things that it's time to let go of, that you keep thinking about, that you could keep bringing up, or that you just keep thinking about and it prevents you from letting the connection roll forward? Because I see where the offer has come in. I wonder if you feel like it was good enough, or if you want them to do more. But just know the way that things stand now is that this person's kind of insecure because they feel like they don't know where they stand with you. They don't know if you choose them, if you want them, and if you love them, or for some of you, if you still love them and really want to be with them. Because what they feel right now is they're worried that you don't. So this reading might prompt some of you to go ahead and reach out to this person and maybe be a little more expressive. I know that there's probably a good reason, because I see a lot has happened here. So there's probably a good reason to hold back and not want to be vulnerable. But just know that being in that energy is making this person feel like you're not really interested. It's important to think about, Leo, especially if you are and you want to see where things could go, and if you love this person as well and you looked at their romantic offer, realized that it was an offer, and maybe thought that you were giving back as equally as they gave to you. This person, they feel kind of rejected. They feel like you don't love them, that you might not be interested in them. And I can see where it has them very anxious about things and really wanting to know, like, what are we doing here? What does all of this mean? So they want direction. And what they want is you. They want to go down the path with you. They respect you. They love you. All right, Leo. So that is what I can see for how they are currently feeling about you. So let's move on to Libra. All right, Libra, let's take a look. Let's see what Spirit shows us. How are they currently feeling about Libra? Oh, wow. Libra, you have someone who's absolutely in love with you. I mean, absolutely. Head over heels. They feel like no one else compares to you and the connection with you. This is a person who would do anything for you. But they feel like you're treating them like an option. They do, and this can be very hurtful energy to this person, because the way that they have so much love for you, they feel like you don't feel that way about them, that you're not treating them that way. Like, they're even wondering if there's someone else in the picture. They are, because this Three of Cups in reverse is feeling like they're being treated like an option, feeling like they're just they feel like you only want me when you want me. You know, you can't just check me out like a library book. That's how they feel. And it's because of how much they love you. And it comes from their heart. It comes from their soul. They feel a deep bond to you. This person is in really deep. And it does make me question, do you feel this way about them? And are you aware of just how committed they are to you? Because all they want to do is please you. All they're hoping for is that you will, like, let go of whatever this is that they feel like you won't let them in. Won't let them into the heart. Keep them at bay and kind of keep things more physical. They want more emotion from you because their emotions are pouring out when it comes to how they feel for you. And the initial M is here, so that might be significant. And your energy is here, Libra. So you could even be dealing with another Libra. They're just all out of whack. Their heart just takes over and makes all of the decisions for them. It's can you see this energy in them? Like, do you realize how head over heels they are? Because I know that they express it. There's no way that they can't. It's just a matter of like, are you seeing how deeply this person feels? I would just tell you to just be careful with their heart. I mean, I don't know if you feel this way about them, but they're worried. They're worried that there is someone or something else that's taking priority. And they want you to know that no one else is going to love them the way that they love you. They feel like they could be the best for you, the best person for you. And they really have the utmost intentions. They're very committed. Absolutely. And I can just see where they're longing to know how you feel, longing to be a part of your life, wanting to hear from you, and really wanting you to open up your heart and let them in. Because I mean, you have their heart right in your hands. And I wonder if you know that you do. Because I see a lot of like flirtatious energy here. I see a lot of like a physical connection. But their heart's all in. So you might be the one, Libra, that's holding back and just like letting it be fun. Just kind of like letting it be what it is, you know? Letting things happen organically, but they're already in a place where they've decided that they want to be with you and only you. So if you thought that this was just kind of a friends with benefits thing, or you're just going to hang out and do your thing and like there's not going to be any attachments, no, they're already very bonded to you. They feel like you're the one, the only one. And they just want to know that you feel this way. They're longing for you to see them, to open up to them, because they have a lot of worry. And I know that sooner or later, their energy's already going in the direction of feeling used, of feeling like it's unrequited. So if it's not, and you know what the reason is, you're holding back like this, it's important for you to know that they can be trusted, absolutely, because of the dedication that they feel to you. This person is being 110% honest with you about how they feel. All right, Libra, so that is so important for you guys to know. That is in their energy. All right, so let's move on to Taurus. Let's take a look, Taurus, and see how are they currently feeling about you? What are their current feelings? I will tell you that your person right now, Taurus, feels like they need space. They need time to think. They're very hurt. I don't know what's happened with you guys, but I can see that their heart is broken and they're in a place where they don't know what they're doing right now. They need time. They feel like, I need to take a step back. I need to walk away. I just need a moment. For some of you, you might have broken up with this person because I see the energy of like distance, like literally turning their back and going in another direction, like walking away. And for others of you, you just might find that your person is very distant from you. They have a lot on their mind, a lot that is hurting them. I wonder if they're speaking up and saying what this is and just how severe it is. Because they just feel like, I can't deal with all of this. I need time to think. I need time to be alone. So I can see where your person is going to this energy. Virgo's energy is here, you guys. So you might have Virgo in your chart, or your person could have Virgo in their chart. They don't want to lose you. They don't. And they're kind of in this place of acceptance. Like, they'll accept the connection for whatever it is right now. If you guys, for some of you, if you've broken up with them, they're like, you know what? I don't want to lose them. I still want them in my life. Even if it's just like as friends, I'll take that for now as I can figure everything out. I wonder if you feel like you're the one who's hurt though, Taurus. You very well may be the one that feels like your heart is broken, but it's important for you to know that their heart is broken as well, and they're going into this phase of a lot of soul searching and really thinking about things. What they're doing now is trying to find themselves. I know that that sounds cliche, but truly they are. So if you find that they're distant from you, that is why. They feel like they need time. They're trying to figure it out. They don't yet know how to move forward. But I also know that they don't want you out of their life. If they did something wrong to you and you told them that you don't want them in your life anymore, I know that they'll accept anything that you'd be willing to give them right now. Even if it is just like a friendship, I know that they don't want to lose you. They want to keep talking. They want to remain in contact. And it is important for you to know that there's regret that's here, thinking about things. So your person might be being hard on themselves, or they could like legit have a reason to feel all of this regret based on what they did to you. But their heart is broken as well. And I know that that might not be what you want to hear, and it might be surprising to you to see that, like, well, why would they feel removed from me when they're the one that hurt me? But they do. It's just this person's way of figuring things out, and they kind of need to be alone because they're working on themselves. They don't want to repeat the same behavior. They don't want to go through the same things. They don't want to be the person that causes pain, and they don't want to be in pain. So there is a lot. Your person is going into this phase of becoming very emotionally removed because they are lost and they need to figure things out. And it hurts them. It hurts them tremendously to walk away. All right, so that's important for you to know, Taurus. But one of the most important takeaways is how they really don't want to lose you completely. And if you are willing, they want you in their life in any way. Even if it's just like a friendship, they'll take it. So even though they're in this energy of needing space and figuring things out, they don't want it to be like with no communication, like completely cut things off. I know that that might make you walk a fine line when it comes to them. And that might be, because I see where that energy is kind of tricky for you to deal with, but that is what they're thinking. That's how they're feeling. And that's what they want. All right, Taurus, let's move on to Aries. Aries, let's take a look and see how are they currently feeling about you? What are their current feelings? Aries, there's a lot of energy here of this person, like, we need to talk. You know, that's their energy when it comes to you. Like, we need to talk. We need to be open. We need to be honest. We need to figure out where this is going and what this is. I know that they haven't given up on the connection, but at the same time, they still feel like they're not a priority. There's so much energy here of someone that is coming before this person. So I don't know if someone here has made a mistake. If you've made a mistake, Aries, and let someone come between the two of you in the connection. But there's so much energy here on this person needing to know that they are the one and they are the only one, because right now they feel like they're not. Right now they feel like, I don't want to be taken for granted anymore. They feel like they're not being treated the way that they deserve. I know that this might not be easy for some of you to hear, because the messed up thing is, like, this person might have cheated on you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking their side, but if you want honesty, and I'm not condoning what they did, but this is how they feel. They feel like it's messed up for me to even say this, but they feel like they're not being treated the way that they deserve, and like so many other things were being put ahead of them. That doesn't make it okay what they did, but that is how they feel. This person feels like they're neglected, and they feel like they're not being seen for who they are and everything that they have to offer. They feel like, why doesn't my person see that I would be an amazing spouse, an amazing parent? So however this goes, because there's a lot of energy here with these 3 cups repeating over and over of something coming between you guys, whether or not it's romantic, it's still there, and they want to talk about it because they don't want to feel this way. They don't want to feel like other things are being put before them. So I can see where probably in the very near future, they're planning to have like a talk, like a serious talk, where everything is just kind of put out there. Even if you feel like they're pulling away from you, they're not. Regardless of the circumstances with you guys, because I see the energy of like back and forth for some of you, they're still very connected to you. Now they're just in a place where they need to see, they need to feel things out. And I'm not telling you this so you can, you know, take advantage of how they feel, but they haven't let go. They're still very dedicated to you. Now it's just more of like a cautious energy of feeling things out. So you haven't lost them, even if they have told you that you haven't lost them. They're just slowing things down because they want to know that the connection and the commitment is real and is serious. So there's like a real chip on this person's shoulder because they just feel like they haven't been treated the way that they should be treated. So much energy here of worrying about someone coming between you guys. And I know that they want you to make it right. They do. They want you to make it right. They want like a real gesture. And they want honesty. They want to talk about all of these feelings that they have. So this is important for you to know, Aries, because for some of you, it might be surprising to hear that energy from this person. So it shows you why they, you know, that they are holding back a lot about how they feel. All right, Aries. So let's move on to Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's take a look and see how are they currently feeling about you. Let's ask Spirit to show us what are their true feelings. Sagittarius energy is coming through, you guys. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you could have that in your chart. There's a lot of energy here of like the sexual connection, energy here of pregnancy. I wonder if some of you have recently found out that you are pregnant, and it's bringing a lot of worry to the connection. Or if your person is pregnant, because I mean, there's just so much energy here of like the sexual connection, of fertility. Someone here is, and I say someone, that's funny because it might be flipped for you guys. Like there's a lot of mirroring going on. That's important for you to know, because you might hear this and think that these are your feelings, but this is how this person feels about you, which might not always be the easiest thing to hear. They don't want to be treated like an object. They feel like they're being used in a way, and they don't know how serious you are about them and the connection to them. So that makes them, like, it prevents them from moving forward. And they feel like you're holding on to things and it's preventing you from moving forward. So I have to be honest and tell you that their energy is like they don't know if they can take you seriously. They don't know if what you say to them is true. They don't know if like you really love them. I see where they have a lot of questions. So there's like a lot of passionate energy that's here. You guys can't stay away from each other. You can't keep your hands off of each other. There's so much chemistry, so much sexual energy, and I think that that kind of blurs the lines for you guys with things, because someone might be confusing the physical connection to mean so much more than it does. That's what I can see. That's why they're because I know that their feelings might be stronger for you than yours are for them. Okay, Aquarius, because they feel like used. I mean, I'm not saying that you have used this person, but that's how they feel, and they're not even sure like where they don't know where they stand with you, so they're not gonna make any decisions when it comes to this connection anytime soon. So you just have to ask yourself, like, what do you really want out of this? Do you want more? Because right now they feel like they're questioning how you are with them. And I can see where they're moving into this phase of thinking, I need to let this go. I need to set this down. It's really weighing on me. It's become too heavy. They feel like if they keep holding on to this, it's going to break them. It's going to bring like negativity into their life. So some of you might very well know that all you feel for this person is like a physical and sexual attraction without having like all of this emotion involved. And if that's what it is, then that's what it is. But for others of you who do feel more and want more, they're waiting for you to show them that you're serious, that this is something that you want, that you actually will do for them, instead of just always, you know, talking. They want action. And I can see where they even might try to hold back from you physically and sexually until they feel like you're doing what they want you to do, until they feel like it's equal in both of your feelings and emotions. It's a tricky one with this person because there's so much passion here, so much chemistry, and that's just like taking over everything. So they kind of feel like I might need to take a breather from this, because it gets so hot and heavy with you guys. Yet they feel like they're all alone in their emotions and you're not sincere about them. All right, Aquarius. So I know that this is quick, but it's also a lot to think about. And really, how do you feel for this person? It is important for you to ask yourself that, because I know how they feel for you. And it's like all of the chemistry is here, but they kind of feel like that's all you want from them. That's all that they mean to you. And they want so much more. They want something serious. They want to know that it's going to be stable. All right, Aquarius. So that's what I can see for you guys for how they are currently feeling. And now let's move into Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's take a look. Let's ask Spirit to show us what are their current feelings. So Pisces, there's a lot of energy here of this person waiting for you to show them like a commitment, to show them stability. I know that there's a tremendous amount of love that they feel for you, more than they've ever felt for anyone in their whole life. They're very dedicated to you, very committed to you, but they feel like you're not seeing them. Not seeing what they have to offer, not seeing like what an incredible partner they would make. And I know that they feel like you're pushing them out, pushing them away. They feel like you've kind of abandoned them. I wonder if you guys have recently ghosted someone. For whatever reason you felt you needed to, you know, I'm not going to judge you for that, because they just feel like all of a sudden, here I am out in the cold, pushed out again, not a part of your life. And they want to be, because they love you. What they feel is a sincere and genuine love. They feel like the two of you are meant to be. Like this is something that we've had past lives together. You belong to me, I belong to you. They feel like you're supposed to be together, supposed to be married, supposed to, you know, have all of those beautiful milestones. The initial M is here, so that might be important to some of you guys to know. They feel like you don't trust them enough with your heart. Like you don't trust them enough to take a chance, to just take a leap of faith. I wonder if some of you are torn, like maybe in a rocky connection, and then have someone that you are talking to, relying on, getting to know, because there's a lot of energy here of romantic competition and the way that they feel like there's obstacles that stand between the two of you coming together. Because I know that they feel like there's someone that they're going to have to beat out in order to be with you. Because they feel like you're not taking a chance on your heart. So I wonder if you guys, you know, are in a very guarded place right now and have things to think about. I know that they're longing to hear from you, and they want to be the one. They want to be the one that you can trust, that you can open up to, that you can be with. I see where this person has so much sincere energy and love that they feel for you. And I also know that they want to build you up. They want you to know that you are loved. But they just feel like you're letting someone else come between you guys. That's how they feel. Something's coming between you guys. And for some of you, you very well may know that you're in a relationship or there's some kind of circumstance like that, because I see the romantic competition. So for some of you, this is like someone that is not your, it's funny because it's someone that's not your person that feels this way about you. That's for some of you, because I see the back and forth. I see where this person is like in and out of your life, and how you might have like recently decided to cut ties with them, and maybe you weren't so upfront about it. Maybe you just kind of let things fizzle out, because I know that they want to hear from you so badly. So that's the circumstances for some of you. And then for others of you, it's the person that you are dealing with right now, and just wanting more out of the connection. They want more. They want you to show that you have more faith in them, show that this is where you want to be, and to show that like you are actually like still into this. Do you know what I mean? Like as if it was new. To show that you can see them, and that they have a lot to offer, and that they really, this person's energy is like longing for you to recognize something within them. Like, don't you see who I am and what I have to offer, and how you're not the only one who would want to be with me? I'm sorry to say, but that's what this person's energy is. So there's a lot of longing here for you to see that within them, Pisces, for you to recognize that, and for them to know that you are still in love with them, still attracted to them, still into them, still have a commitment to them. Because this is someone who, when they feel like they're not being treated the way they deserve, and the Empress, and an Empress's energy, if they feel like they're being taken for granted, or other things are coming before them, it's going to be very, very insulting to this person, because of the confidence that they have within, and the way that they look at themselves, and the way that they feel they should be treated. So there's a lot for you to think about. It's like double stories here, because I know that some of you have someone who is not your person, but is a person who wants to be your person, while still being in a connection, and having to figure things out. Because I see where for some of you, there's a person that's on the, on the rope, so to speak, like saying like, don't you see me? Are you really gonna let me in? Or are you just gonna keep walking away from me, coming back and forth to the connection with me as you figure things out? Because that's why there's so much energy here of romantic competition. And then for others of you, this person that you're directly involved with just wants you to recognize everything that they have to offer. But I can see where the love, regardless, is very real. It's very genuine. And they do feel like this is meant to be, but they don't know why you've gotten so closed off. They want you to like take more risks, be more adventurous, open yourself up more, to not let your pride and what everyone thinks about the connection to get the best of you and come between you guys. All right, Pisces. So that's a lot of messages for you guys. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, let's take a look and see, how are they currently feeling? How are they currently feeling about you, Virgo? So these energies are flipping over. Very interesting. I know that if some of you recently walked away from someone, broke up with someone, they're reflecting a lot on what they feel they did wrong and the mistakes that they made. And they are thinking that it's gonna work out. It's gonna be all right. We're gonna be able to make this right. So that's important for someone here to hear. Let's take a look and see, Virgo. There's a lot of energy here of, it's funny because it's like split right down the middle. I know that there's someone who wants to come back around because they can't stop thinking about you. Like, it's everything from daydreams to fantasies. And I see where they're thinking about, like, how are they going to make their way back to you? There's a lot of energy here of the sexual connection, like the chemistry. Sagittarius energy is here, so you guys might be dealing with a Sagittarius or have that in your chart. The funny thing that's happening is I wonder if some of you are like mistaking this person's love language. It might be different from your own. I can see where this person shows how they feel, like with their body. You know, they let their body do the talking. They let like their passion speak for them. They can't get enough of you. There's no one else that they want to be with or that they feel this kind of attraction towards. So if you find that they're very passionate, very handsy, and you look at that as like, what do you really want from me? Is this all that you want, is like a physical connection without any emotion? That's not what they're saying, because there's a huge commitment that they feel to you, like being very dedicated and wanting to have something like a commitment, traditional, very stable with you, because they just look at you and feel like you are so hot, so tempting, so sexy, so handsome, so beautiful. It's like the drive that they feel towards connecting with you physically and sexually, like they feel like, I just can't help how I feel. They drive me crazy, but don't mistake that as if I'm not committed to you, that's all that I want. Do you see? I think you guys speak two different love languages where you need to be either spoken to a certain way, or have them be more expressive in a certain way. And the way that they're showing you that they're absolutely like crazy about you is very physical. So they feel like you might be mistaking it. And I can see where you might be. I mean, they just fantasize about you 24/7, but it's very flattering energy, especially with the way it's anchored with so much dedication and about truly caring about how you feel and what you want. All they want to do is make their way back towards you. And they just feel like you want it too. You want to be with them too. But you're just being cautious, you're being guarded, because they feel like you still love them. So there's a lot of confidence in this person's energy of thinking about, okay, this is what Virgo feels I did wrong. Maybe that was wrong, but we're still gonna be able to make it work. It's still gonna work. It's still gonna be right. So your person, I can see where they have a lot of energy, they have a lot of enthusiasm, and they just look at you as the most attractive person that they've ever been with. So they're not going to say no to an opportunity to connect with you in that way, but they don't want you to mistake that as if they're not committed to you, as if they don't care, because they absolutely do. So this is all important for you to know, Virgo, about your person and how they feel, and like the way that they may show you how they feel might be different than you're used to or different than what you would like, but they're so committed to you. I mean, this is about true dedication. This is like thinking of down the road what the two of you could make together, because they look at you as someone who they'd want to make that kind of offer to, they'd want to share their life with and be with in holy matrimony. That's what this energy here is. All right, Virgo, so let's move on and let's look into Sagittarius. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look, Sagittarius, and see how do they currently feel. What are their current feelings for you? Let's see. So this Wheel of Fortune is flipping over. So I know that this person has a lot of questions on their mind about when is it going to happen? What about the timing of things? This more energy flipping over here. I know that they don't want to be apart from you. They want you to make a decision about like what this is, where you stand with each other, because they feel like it's not done. There's still more that needs to happen. Like destiny, they feel like destiny controls your connection and that it's something that's meant to be. So it's important for you to know, like, they still have this commitment and this bond that they feel, but there's a lot of questions about them wondering, do you feel this way? Aquarius energy is here, so you guys might be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could have that in your chart. Sagittarius, and Sagittarius energy is here too, so you might even be dealing with another Sag. They feel like the two of you could make something so beautiful together. I mean, it's like we could be together forever. I feel like I can see us having a family, being married, growing old together, and even seeing our grandkids someday. Like, this person has their eyes, their mind, their heart set on a future with you, because they look at you as the one that they're meant to be with. There's a lot of energy here though of disappointment. They feel like you've turned them down. They feel like you're not committed to them. And it's like a major, major loss that they feel, not being able to have you, not being able to be with you. It's important for you to make a decision when it comes to this person, Sagittarius, and like decide what you really want. I know you might be questioning, like, you know, I'll make my decision when I know how they really feel. They look at you as the one, the only one, the one that they're meant to be with. So they're very dedicated to you. They're very serious about you, and they can picture having something so beautiful with you, like creating a very beautiful life, very happy and stable home. Because like financially even, they feel like you guys would never really want for everything. Like you would have everything that you need, abundance. But they're feeling very disappointed, like you don't want that with them, like you're not committed to them. They feel like they want you to be more vulnerable, like they want you to let your guard down. And I know that some of you might feel like this person took you for granted before, because I see that energy there. So I think that they've thought about that as well, and like they're acknowledging how they feel so lost. They feel like you're the one that got away. And for those of you that are still with this person, it's important for you to know that they would never want to lose you, never want anything like that. And it doesn't change the overall energy of what they feel the two of you could make together and just how happy you make them. But I could just see a lot of energy for some of you of being apart from this person. So they're thinking about what they've done wrong and wanting to make it right, but also not knowing if they're going to get that chance. Okay, Sagittarius, because I just see where they have all of these thoughts, these fantasies about what the two of you could have and that it could be so beautiful, but are you going to let them in? Are you going to let your guard down? Because I know that they feel like they don't know what the outcome would be, and that might make this person hold back from reaching out the way that they want to. So that is something important for you to think about, especially if you know that this person is making all the moves and you're kind of holding them at bay. You could even be testing them to see how sincere they are. So it's like to a point where a decision has to be made. Because if it stays in this energy, they already feel like they lost you. So at that point, they might decide like that it could be a permanent thing. and they might not know how much longer they should hold on. So it's just something to think about, because I can see where the time is right for you to pull this person towards you if you want to be with them. It is, because they feel that that's what they're longing for you to do. That's what they're kind of waiting for you to show them, that you feel this way, that you're going to let them in. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I can see for you guys, for how they are currently feeling about you. All right, you guys, so that is what I have for you for their current feelings. Just some quick messages about, you know, what's going on, what's in their energy, how do they look at you, and the connection to you. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, and give this video a thumbs up. Comment below, share, let me know what your sign is, like who's watching this, who's here with me. And I just hope that you guys stay safe and be careful. Thank you for everything. I send you much love and light, and I will talk to you soon.